Hi, it's Olu, and welcome to another video blog. Wow, it was so hot last week, and a lot of us were saying, oh, it's too hot. Now it's wet and kind of chilly. Not too bad, but I kind of miss the sun. Last week I looked at Colossians chapter 3 verse 21, trying to highlight the fact that it is important how we treat our children and particularly how we talk to them, because a lot of the damage we do is mostly with our words. Also some of our actions, but mostly with our words. And I talked about the fact that I had to apologize to my youngest daughter when I crossed the line. I had to genuinely say I was sorry and ask for forgiveness. Somebody might say, what? You apologized? Yes, I did. And I grew up in an environment, particularly the boarding school I went to as a kid was a military one. So you're used to giving orders and you're used to taking orders. Okay, I get that in reverse. Yes, you're used to taking orders initially. Then as you go through the years, you start giving orders. And when you grow up in that environment, if you're not careful, if you don't renew the way you think and the way you engage with people, you might think the most effective way is, just giving orders. And when you're challenged, you want to get dark in your response because you're used to giving orders. And in some cultures also, kids are just there to be told what to do. And how they feel or how they think is not really that important. So am I saying that you shouldn't discipline your kids and you shouldn't tell them off or give them a dress down when they're getting out of line? Yes, you should. It will be completely irresponsible if you don't do that. You need to rein in your kids. You need to teach them. You need to discipline them sometimes so that they learn boundaries. It's so important. But when you do this, there has to be absolutely no doubt in the relationship that you do love them. Parenting isn't easy. And yes, sometimes they might not get it. But as they get older, they would understand why you did what you did. Or why you took the stance that you did. And they might, hopefully, turn around and thank you for it. But anyway, before we go off course, back to this apology business. It's important, that we learn to apologize to them. And also in a marriage setting, in the home, apologize to your spouse when you mess up. Own your stuff. Don't deflect it. Don't twist it. Don't bend it. Just own it and say you're sorry. Okay? Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 says, direct your children onto the right path, and when they're older, they will not leave it. So sometimes when you read this, you think it's all about just telling them what to do. The traditional translations or the formal translations would say, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. So we focus on us instructing. But let's not forget, children learn a lot from modeling. They look at how we act. So if you cannot own your mistakes, if you cannot apologize to your child when you get things wrong, and you cannot offer a genuine apology and ask for forgiveness, then you're training that child not to own their stuff when they mess up. You're training that child to learn to deflect. You're training that child to be arrogant rather than admit that they're wrong. And that is not good. Don't forget that one day, that boy or that girl is going to end up with somebody's daughter or somebody's son. And they would probably, most likely, give that person what they've got. There are some people who just don't know how to apologize. It's not in their DNA. And when it comes to our kids, when we do that, we're teaching them that we're not perfect. We do mess up. And when we do mess up, it's also okay to go apologize, ask for forgiveness. The other thing that it does is that it tells them that you actually care about how they feel. And that's important. That they know that you just don't feed them and you just don't send them to school, but you actually care about their emotional lives. You care about how they feel. And in the long run, that will go a long way to help you build a bond and a relationship with them when they get older. So directing is not just about issuing orders, but also living your life as an example for them to follow. Anyway, that's the video. This is me signing out. Please remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, follow, depending on where you're watching this, Instagram or YouTube. And please pass this on. God bless you. Have a fantastic week.